Well, I've been paddling upstream and upwind for about 35 minutes, and made it just to a log over there that I kind of set my eye on, and it took me 35 minutes to get there, maybe about a kilometer, if that. So there's our camp. You can sort of see that little white spot right there. That's where the campers are. And what a beautiful river. So it's battling upwind and upriver. So now here's my reward. That was 35 minutes going that way. So let's see if it takes 5 minutes to go that way downriver. You guys, we left camp at French Creek, stayed there for a couple of days, and then drove through Boya, had a look. What an amazing provincial park, but it's definitely very packed in. No place to let the dogs off, but this is Highway 37. Check out the view. This is just, as you're driving, one peak after another. Turn the corner and you see something completely different. Look at those things there. Look at that. That is just amazing. But the view is just stunning. Still haven't seen a moose yet. I mean, this is the land of the moose. Anyways, we're on our way to Dees Lake. Gonna fuel up, get some groceries, hopefully get a cell signal. Oh my god, just absolutely beautiful. This is a great spot for fishing right here. These guys stayed here last night. I don't think you could beat this for camping. Look at that. That little stunning peak was exposed earlier, but the clouds are just whipping through there, so that got covered. Well guys, we've been driving most of the day, and what a stunning drive. We found a provincial park. We're on our way to Stewart, obviously, and Stewart and Hyder, but we thought it'd be a good idea to hit that tomorrow first in the morning, so we could spend the whole day at the glacier as well, or not the whole day, but most of the day at the glacier, the Grizzly lookout. So we found this provincial park right on the corner of junction 37 and 37A, where it branches off to Stewart, and pretty neat, pretty cool looking park. The only problem is that it's not really our scene. As you can see here, we've got RVs just back to back, stacked on top of each other, and there's our site. Jesus, dogs. There's our site right there, with a camper next to us, but we've got a little private grassy area so we can actually kind of hang out in there. But what a neat little, it's a really cool lake. But look at these campsites here. They're just stacked on top of each other. Not really our thing. Yeah, I know, I get it. I mean, it's just a beautiful lake. But you know what? We're just not good with crowds. It's not our scene. That's okay though. We needed a place to stay. It's dry. It's blowing a little bit of breeze, so everything that was soaked from the 10-12 hours of the rain last night is getting aired out. Still a beautiful park. It's just an amazing view. So we're at this little tourist thing called Bear Creek, and we're on a bridge and this is the boardwalk that we need to be on, and this goes further, and the grizzlies are here getting the salmon. Look at the size of those guys. Look at that. Right there. Look at the amount of salmon. That is ridiculous. That is... Never seen anything like that. Oh my God. There's like a dead one up there, and there's a few of them actually though. Yeah. Yeah. And you can see there's like in that on the dark side there. That is ridiculous. Look, you can't even see the riverbed.
No. That's all salmon.
You can smell the salmon.
This is like a smorgasbord for any grizzly. You just sit there stuffing yourself.
Yeah. Well guys, here we go. Salmon Glacier. That's a fun little drive all the way up, probably 30 kilometers or so of dirt road, I guess. Man, just beautiful. Canada's second largest glacier.
And here we are, another black bear walking across. 3 seconds later, another black bear on the side of the road.
Well everybody, next week will be the third and final week of our road trip up north. We're just north of Williams Lake and south of Prince George. Went through Quesnel today. Kind of shorter, slightly longer-ish drives because we're getting closer to home. And we decided to grab a rec site just because we wanted to let the dog run a little bit. And man, this is a great little site here. This is called Forest Lake. As you can see, we kind of have this one little lakeside spot by ourselves. The campground goes that way, and this is the road in, and there's a bunch of people camped over the rise on that side over there. But there's quite a few of these sort of isolated sites by themselves. And you can see here the kids are just having fun. Daisy may have a little cut paw there, so we're just gonna have to keep an eye on it. But so we'll spend the night here tomorrow and then push past towards Cache Creek, Marble Canyon, where it's going to be much drier and sunnier, and then past Lillooet and hopefully onto a couple of wreck sites by a creek that I know of down there, and then almost towards Whistler. All right, time for a couple of drinks. Well, this is the last campfire of this trip. We're at a campsite called, a wreck site called Cinnamon, which is just outside of Lillooet, between Lillooet and Pemberton. We purposely chose this site because I'm set up to hit Whistler about an hour and a bit drive tomorrow. We have 2 nights booked in Whistler, just to kind of finish off the trip nicely. Want to be able to just scrub ourselves clean before we head home. It's been a fantastic couple of weeks. By the time we get home, it'll be 3 weeks. We've been on the road. This is a cute little site. It's right by a creek, right down here, pretty close to the road, but we purposely chose the closest site to the creek just to kind of kill off the road noise. Anyways, man, I tell you, what a fantastic trip. We did went up to Atlin, which we've been thinking about for many years. What was really amazing about it is that we got to Atlin, and then as we came south, we had to go towards Stewart to see the glacier, Salmon Glacier. We had pissing rain the day before we got to camp, and then the day that we went to go to see the glacier, it was completely blue skies, absolutely beautiful. And then the very next day, it was pissing rain again. And as we went south towards Dease Lake, as it turned out, it was so this is either 24 or 48 hours later. As it turned out, there was a snow warning. Environment Canada was cautioning travelers. They're telling them to basically get out because it is 30 centimeters of snow forecasted. As a matter of fact, at the 48-hour mark, the Liard Hot Springs was closed. They evacuated all the campers because of the snow loading on the branches were actually breaking off branches and landing in the campsites, potentially obviously hurting somebody or the vehicle. So they evacuated the campsite. So, and they said that the snow is basically going to stay for about a week, if not longer. So what our timing just amazing, because we still saw everything from cyclists to motorcyclists to obviously other RVs still heading north, trying to get up to apparently Alaska and so on. But man, we timed it. We couldn't have timed it better. Tomorrow morning we're gonna have a lazy start because we can't check in the hotel obviously until the normal time. But we can just hang out here. There's no reason to leave here. So, but anyways, that wraps up this video. I think I'll break it into several parts, which you would have already seen because this will be the last closing episode. Thanks for sticking with me on this trip, and yeah, if you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, more stuff to come.